What's that? What do you think? What do you think? Get at it. Come on. Heel. Come on, brother. Come on. Get at it. Come on.
Hello? Yes? Another one. I'll be right there.
Well, it's a bit fresher than the last one.
Oh, thank God for that. I haven't had breakfast yet. How many pieces is this one in?
One.
Oh, photographics ready to go?
You'll be late for your own funeral.
I don't know why these people insist upon finding these bodies at the most ungodly hours.
Good morning, I was glad you could join us.
Oh, morning, Graham.
Okay, pleasantry's over with. Tell her she's dead so we can get on with it.
Huh? Oh, she's dead, all right? Very dead.
Right, when can I get an estimated time of death?
Well, I don't think I can. I mean, she's been soaking in the river.
I'll get photographic started.
Where'd the bullet go in?
Just here. Have a look at this. Looks like we've got ourselves another junkie.
The latest spate of murders continues with the discovery of a third body in Maribyrnong. Greg Powell reports on police progress.
The homicide squad has been called once again to the banks of the Maribyrnong River with the discovery of a third victim, an unidentified female. Despite this week's earlier discovery of two other victims, one a known drug courier,
That's all we need.
the other not yet
Crims must be doing this to us on
Inspector
purpose.
Graham Glidden is treating the murders as unrelated. We're not ruling out the possibilities of a connection, but there is no evidence at this stage which connects the deaths. Are all these murders drug-related? Well, it's possible, but as I said, we're
Is this Glidden?
Mm-hmm.
There have been suggestions that the major crime squad is focusing too heavily on the bombing to the detriment of other investigations. How do you foresee this lack of resources affecting your investigations? Not in the slightest. The management is well aware of our current needs and responding appropriately.
Man's a born hustler. So we pinch some of our shadows.
How did he do it?
Thank you.
Sit on the chief commissioner's lap at Christmas.
Yeah, then he pisses in his pocket. To get her ass into gear, boss. Won't be poaching our dogs on a regular basis.
You made it sound like major crime didn't give a stuff about anyone else unless they're cop killers.
Oh, he didn't say that.
And as for our hampering other investigations, that's bullshit. Homicide's pinching my men, we're the investigation being bloody depleted, and this on national television.
We can set these things up, but we can't tell the press what to say.
You there?
I can't personally attend every interview. One of my assistants handled it.
Little lousy job.
I was halfway to Shepparton. I was supposed to be running a press conference up there. Even got a bloody speeding ticket on the way back. Do what Glidden does. Let them in more on what's happening.
He gave him bugger all.
Well, he knows bugger all at the moment, but he made it sound interesting.
Our investigation's starting to go cold, Gaffy. It needs some fueling up.
Give me something to work with. Just a crumb, anything. If there's anything new, the journos will pick it up.
They haven't got anything new. Nothing definite.
Well, it doesn't have to be definite. I can turn a theory into a good story if I have to.
Where is he?
I don't know. Off with homicide somewhere.
How bloody long?
Oh, don't quizzle. We may have something for you. We've ID'd the hairs found on the rug in the bomb car. It's K9, predominantly black.
Any idea what breed?
Can't say. K9's as close as we can get. But it appears our bombers may have a doggy.
So does every second family in the country. Can't we get closer than that? All right, when we find it, you'll tell us.
Possibly.
Body in the barrel?
Mm-hmm. The base coat's zinc oxide. Probably used for something on the docks.
Any closer to IDing the remains?
Waiting on the forensic orthodontist.
Well, let me know when it comes through, will you?
Is our stumping something to do with the bombing?
No, I just want to know when you'll be getting back to our job.
Oh, don't worry. It's not interfering with the important work. Asshole.
Numerous puncture marks consistent with intravenous needle use.
Arch. Gas tearing. Can you cut a section of the tract for me, please? Yes, shot residue.
Exit?
Not that I can see. I'll do an X-ray.
What sort of caliber are we talking about?
Medium to large?
Oh, I said old Stumpy last night.
What'd you find?
Bullets, actually. 5 of them.
Yes, I almost go so far as to say that that was the cause of death. Well, that's merely an educated guess. Could be wrong.
We've got a witness who was told after she's been raped and terrorised out of her bloody wits that he's going to fix the cops. And 2 cops are murdered the very next day. This is our man, Wall, I'm sure of it. His name is Dennis and he lives in a house, and until we find that house...
Oh, ease up, Jock. You're getting toey.
Time to put it on the front page, Wall. Take a risk. We're getting nowhere at the moment.
Unlike you, a suspect. He'd be anywhere other than home by the time we arrived at the door.
At least we'd get the evidence that's in his house.
Well, I prefer the man.
We'd get him.
Oh, it's not on Jock. Even if I agree with you, I never get it passed upstairs. They're breathing down my neck as it is. They're still reviewing our use of resources.
Who are we losing this time?
More surveillance. PCI don't have enough to go around. We'll be shedding all the low priority areas, the ones that don't look like bearing fruit.
All our places are possible, Wall. Otherwise we wouldn't have them under bloody surveillance.
I've given them all the arguments, Jock. Fought hard on this one. You can't deny they've given us a good run. Pretty much monopolised BCI up until now. And we both knew it wouldn't last indefinitely.
No, I don't know him personally, Arch. I just know his name. Listen, Stumpy's got a name. What was that? None of your business. Just get back to those corpses. Thanks, Arch. Well, that's number 2 ID. He was a Mr. Leo Boyd.
Where do I know that name from?
The inspector thought it might be him. Didn't say why, but it must have something to do with our bombing.
So that's why he was snooping about.
Leo Boyd disappeared 6 months ago. He is the bloke most likely to have knocked off the explosive from the mine and the bloke to have sold that booty to our bombers.
I can't see Leo as a willing accomplice. Prior to this involvement, he only dealt with safe breakers. Plus, he had a relatively healthy respect for the police.
Yeah, he would have shat himself if he thought he'd helped to blow up a couple of cops. Maybe he suicided.
Highly unusual method. 5 .32 caliber pistol bullets, 2 to the back of the head, then he hacked himself to bits and hurled himself into a 44-gallon drum.
Well, he was a desperate man.
Whoever killed Leo was a violent, crazy bastard. Sound familiar?
Unfortunately, there isn't much of Leo left. But we've identified the lime as gardening quality. Sort you get from a nursery.
Well, that narrows it down.
Look, I know it's a long shot, but if you find the supplier, maybe you find the buyer. Look, it's all we've got. The drum's too badly rusted to tell where it came from.
The other 2 bodies, you found anything to connect them to Leo's death?
The only connection I can see is the location where the bodies were found, and that's pretty tenuous. There's a snag on the bend. The bodies may well have floated down.
Doesn't rule out the possibility that they were killed and dumped by the same person.
Well, the girl and the other man could be connected, different weapons used, but similarities in that they were both heroin users.
The bombers are drug users?
I don't know. Our blokes are into speed, smack. It's usually a different world.
And Leo wasn't drugs in any shape or form. Well, not legal ones anyway.
Maybe, but his connection is to the bombers.
Well, that's awfully vague, isn't it?
So's Canine here. I need to see if there's anything in it for us. Pete, how about you liaise with homicide?
Gee, thanks, boss.
Problem?
No, not at this stage.
How soon can you get on to Leo?
It's difficult to say. Leo's a bit more complicated than the other 2, and I must say I doubt if they're connected.
Indulge me, Goose, till I'm satisfied. Oh, one more thing. The braid upstairs has decided to reallocate some of our surveillance. They are of the opinion that we can do with less, and as a result, we're losing surveillance on several places.
Which one?
Bergie's, Balchesky's garage, and a couple of others.
Look, it shouldn't be the garage. No.
I agree with you, but that's the way it is.
Look, come on, boss. You can't let them do this. I know the bomb car came out of that garage. I just need time to prove it.
Time's up, and the same goes to your blokes that stolen cars. We can't use them anymore.
So where are our dogs going?
Homicide!
Homicide.
Well,
great.
Hey, leave you to it.
Yeah,
See you guys.
see you later. See ya.
Yeah, about that dog,
Dickheads.
mate.
decision to cut back on surveillance is disappointing.
Can't hang on to BCI permanently.
I'm aware of that, sir. My concern is morale. It seems the brass are losing faith in us. A cutback couldn't have come at a worse time, particularly now we're so close.
That's not what I've been hearing.
I'd appreciate it if you'd reconsider.
I'll look into it.
Thank you, sir.
What else has he got?
He's losing it, and the pen pushers are taking over.
Christ, he's really been shopping, hasn't
Well and truly.
he? Okay.
Never bloody bought that garage, you know.
Crap.
Well, we pulled off it. Does that look like he thinks it's a priority?
Mate, you go crazy if you jack up against every decision you don't agree with.
Let's get out of here.
Yep, I've had it.
Listen, have you got a docket on a Ross Wayne Austin?
Go for it. You do know how to use one of those, don't you?
Yeah, sure.
It's in the parent directory. Type asterisk, colon, slash, then prior convictions.
Okay.
Little lying shithead. I warned him not to hang around Blenny.
Yeah, the first shadow I saw him was yesterday.
Here comes Fagan. I reckon he knows more than he's letting on.
Pity he didn't oblige us with a dishonest car. Maybe we could have done a deal.
Well, not if he knows the bombers. He'd know his life wasn't worth living. There's something creepy about Nick.
Yeah, it comes from hanging around Lenny. It's contagious.
I don't mean normal creepy.
Crime 3-4 to crime 5-8.
Getting too exciting for you, is it?
Yeah, we're going.
Well, if you drop by again, we won't be here. So good luck, Les, mate. I reckon you need it.
Need a bit more than bloody luck.
Stuff the bloody directive. Nobody can tell me what to do with my spare time. Can they?
That's what I want to hear.
Given the details about the legs being hacked, a bit of Google goes a long way.
Yeah, OK. Just give it a brief statement. Boyd, a criminal known to police, that sort of thing.
Yeah, pursuing a new line of inquiry, etc., etc.
Got it.
Sir? Yes? Sergeant Peter Faithful, major crime. Anything you want in particular? Well, I've been asked to liaise with you in relation to the Leo Boyd murder. Yes, I have been briefed on the matter, Sergeant. You lot think Boyd's tied in with the bombing? Yes, we believe that he was. Well, I'll let you know how we go. Well, if you two are having a good time, don't expect me to understand. You are mad to contemplate this. You could get into more shit than a Werribee duck.
Oh, come on. What we do off-duty isn't anyone's business.
If you come to work with your eyes hanging out of your head tired, you'll be useless to everyone.
Oh, it's a couple of nights a week at the most. Don't be a party pooper.
What about your mate at the BCI, eh? Trevor. Look, you are mad to contemplate this.
Peter, we don't have any other option. It's do-it-yourself surveillance these days.
We'll have some faith. The boss will sort it out upstairs.
Hey, Lockie, there's a glitch in the computer. I'm having trouble getting the info on it. Can you help me out?
You asking me?
Yeah.
I haven't had trouble turning on a bloody TV set, mate.
Oh, mate.
See Megan. They're a beast.
Thanks.
Major crime, Renzi.
Yeah. What's it got to do with them anyway? Just to mind their own business.
Stop them. What can I do?
Okay, you got break, Ray. Kick ass. Chief's on his way down. We've got 0 seconds to get this place cleared up. I don't care where you stash it, just bloody stash it.
He doesn't visit the stockies.
Too scared.
How often does this happen, mate?
Annual pilgrimage.
Jock.
Sir?
Hope this is not inconvenient. I know you're all pretty hard at it.
Business as usual, yes, sir.
Relax, troops. No need for formality. You're doing a great job, and we're behind you every inch of the way. Now, there's no question about that. We're counting on you. And remember, you have our fullest support. Just keep up the good work. Word in your office, Jock. You know the correct channels, Inspector. So in future, I expect you to adhere to them and go through your superintendent. He passes on your comments more than adequately. Your reaction to my officer's directive is uncalled for.
With respect, sir, the rug's being pulled from under us when we're at a crucial stage of our investigation. It's not time to take away our surveillance.
I've heard this argument before, Inspector, from your super. I believe he's conveyed our position on the matter. We do not have the resources to go around.
It'll compromise an action we're hoping to take.
What are we talking about?
We want permission to release the face fit of our bomber. We were knocked back on our first application for approval, but we're a lot closer now.
That's from the rape girl, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Have you run this through the legal department?
Not yet, sir.
Well, let's put it past them. See what they think.
Don't ever do that to me again. So we get our dogs back?
Shit.
Stuff it. We go for it. What they don't know on the 12th floor, they can't take away from us.
We were going to do it anyway.
Do what?
Don't ask.
You're not doing anything at the moment, are you?
No, I'm available. What's it about?
I don't want to know.
No what?
Just don't screw up, all right?
G'day, Ben. It's Dad. Yeah? Look, mate, I really rang up to talk to your sister. Can you put her on? Ta. G'day, love. Yeah, tomorrow night, netball final. Just rang up to say I'd be there, okay? All right, I'll see you tomorrow night. Tell Mum I rang. Okay, good night, love.
All right. I don't care which one of you women stuffed up my program. Just own up, will you?
Don't look at me, I never told you.
If you don't tell me what you did, I don't know what to bloody undo.
All right, let's have a look.
Oh, was it you?
No, it wasn't bloody me. But I might be able to help, that's all.
I don't know, he looks a bit guilty to me.
Up your ass.
When I find out, I am going to handcuff his balls to a moving train.
She means that.
Get your hands
You get sucked off the platform if you do that, darling. There you go.
Right. Leo's you want?
All three.
Would you mind not mixing those up?
Which one's this?
That's the 32 from the first body. All the calibers are different. Poor old Leo was a 38, and the girl was a 9mm Winchester semi-jacketed hollow point.
Right.
Now you can see from this, where the girl's body was found, how close the other two bodies were.
Can I keep these?
Yeah, we got stacks of copies.
Thanks.
But if you're looking for a connection between the deaths, forensically speaking, I won't be of much help. I really can't see the similarities. Except, of course, they were all shot point blank in the back of the head and thrown in the same river.
Thanks, Ian.
Every time I see you, Jimmy, I wish I hadn't.
You asked, I'm telling you. Releasing this would open up a whole can of legal worms.
We do that every time we put a foot in a courtroom.
If you publish this, it's going to affect the identification of your offender.
That old argument.
Believe it. What if you want to run an identification parade? What are your witnesses IDing the offender from? Witnessing the crime or this? On the front page of their newspapers?
The rape victim would have given us that before we go to an ID parade.
That's just the rape. What about the bombing? What about the armed robbery? What about all your witnesses for those offences?
Christ, I've got to be able to use it for something.
Look, there's a tremendous burden of weight falls on identifying the offender.
I know that.
We lose more cases over that than any other cause.
Tell me about it.
And every top gun in the legal profession is going to be scrambling to get on this one.
They'll have a field day with it. You're up against the best on this job.
What about if it is in the press? What about we go for restricted circulation?
Yeah. A hot shot, all right. There's enough pure heroin in the system to kill an elephant.
Yeah, the gunshot was obviously just a clumsy attempt to disguise the real cause of death.
Thanks, Arch. An enlightened conclusion.
Look, not many people could get their hands on this this quality of stuff. I mean, doesn't it narrow it down?
Down to a few hundred or so dealers. The drug squad is tied to the fish's bum. I suppose you'd know that, wouldn't you, Sergeant? Coming from major crime.
Oh, yes, sir.
You're a paranoid bunch. Is it possible to detect the presence of drugs in Leo Boyd's remains?
Well, we can try, though he's little more than a bowl of soup.
If you can ID the body, it'd be a big help. She's a known user. Great. Preston Sandra. 24 years of age, more convictions than you can poke a stick at. If you want more, look her up.
Thanks.
What the hell do you think you're doing here anyway? I told you I'd keep you informed.
Just following forensic.
Not on my investigations, not unless you're bloody well invited.
Mr. Cochrane's also involved in the bomb investigation. So that makes his opinions fairly relevant to us.
The majors aren't the only ones who worry about the security of their investigations, Sergeant.
No, sir.
How we doing?
Rocking and rolling, mate.
I'm tired, so can you keep me posted?
Sure.
You got a whole Glidden's gun for you, mate.
He's trying to shut the fucking gate on us.
Pretty sure. I'm bloody sorry you done that, I tell you.
We've got tonight covered. How about tomorrow?
Is that working?
More or less.
Well, can you check someone for me? Sandra Preston, 16-5-67. Should be on the docket.
What for?
Druggy.
How's the full and frank exchange of information going?
If I wait for that prick to tell me anything, mate, I'll be here till Christmas.
Time for initiative, then.
G'day, Snag. Yeah, Peter Faithful. Yeah, mate, it was a good turn. Yeah, listen, can I speak to my wife? Can you pull in an associate?
It's there. What's she done this time?
She went and got herself killed. You hi, Chrissy? Listen, we've ID'd that homicide. It was a Sandra Preston, a druggie on a docket. You know her? Right, could you ask him?
Another one of life's little success stories, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Great. Can you tell him that I need a very big favour?
Just doesn't stand up.
Special circular, police only.
Oh, come on.
All stations here in interstate.
Give me a break.
Not to be viewed by the public.
Yeah, until the media get hold of it.
They won't.
Oh, and the police club on a Friday night. All the police roundsmen, court reporters will all be up there on the booze, all the cops pissed as farts, and someone will mouth off, we've got a photo fit of the bomber and the bloody hunt will be on for it.
They won't break security, not on this.
Bullshit. Sooner or later, some silly ass will slip it to one of them.
You're a horrible bloody cynic, Jimmy.
Yeah, it's just as well, isn't it? How good's your forensic looking?
Thanks. Focky, I need one of the interview rooms.
Anything I should know about? Can't you wait till you get home?
Thanks for coming down. It wasn't the bullet that killed her. It was a hot shot.
Have to be a dealer. No one else could get the undercut shit.
So there's no chance she OD'd herself?
It's possible. She was a pretty heavy user, did a bit of couriering.
Do you know her dealer?
Yeah. Harry Hermione. One of my targets. Real asshole.
Is this your sort of style?
It's any dealer's style, mate. They all use junkies as couriers. Junkies are a pack of shitheads.
So is there any chance that she was into him?
Maybe. Maybe not. But if he thought he was getting ripped off, he'd hit any one of them, you know, just as a warning to the others. And he'd do it in front of them. I'm just bloody glad I wasn't there.
So he'd have witnesses?
Shit, yeah. Happened right in front of me once. Not pretty. Why didn't you back up intervene? Too quick. No one knows what's going on until it's all over. Junkie doesn't know what's going on. Big hit of pure smack. Nothing unusual for a dealer to give him a taste, you know, just to keep him happy. Looks the same quantity as the usual street shit he's using. Rush hits him. 2 seconds later, bang. Gone.
Too quick to know.
Then you. 2 seconds. He looked at me. He knew.
Okay, so here's the favour, Barn. Is there any way that we can confirm that this is what happened to the girl?
He's a copper, girl.
Funny about that. Didn't look like a copper.
Yeah, well, he is. As far as cops go, he's all right.
Well, how do I know that?
Because I'm telling you. I wouldn't have bought her otherwise. He knows what's going on.
Oh, yeah? Well, where the bloody hell's he from, then?
Crime Squad City. Robin, he's not interested in anything you might have done. Talk to him. He's sweet. I just want to know about your friend Sandra.
What for?
Because she was your friend. Wasn't she?
Yeah.
Were you there? Robin, we know Harry bumped her.
Harry's a bastard.
He's an animal. He killed your friend. And others. And one day he's going to do you. If we don't do something to stop him.
You reckon Sandy ripped half a gram off him? It's bullshit. We all knew Con did it. So did he.
You were there.
Just left her lying there. Wouldn't let any of us leave. Just kept cracking on like nothing had happened.
Did he do the others?
Don't know nothing about them. Neither does Ari.
And how come he dumped them in the same spot?
Saw it on the news. Reckoned he was being real clever, making it look the same. What are you going to do about him?
You just leave it. To me. Thanks.
What do you got?
Well, the garage. Nick Panopoulos, his antecedents and juveniles. I
We're not using our own vehicles.
Get these out of our yard.
Oh, good. Where from?
None of your bloody business.
Look, you might find this amusing, but I like to know what I'm doing.
Jesus, will you settle down? I'm organising this.
Yeah.
You guys right?
Yep. G'day, mate. Slads.
Lucky. Give homicide the flick, no connection.
Yeah, well, I've had their senior sergeant on me. The boss is pretty pissed off you're dogging him.
Yeah, it's great, isn't it?
And we're not going to get any luck in there either. What? Mad Jimmy. We're not going to get it.
And how good's your nexus between the rape and the bombing?
You can't knock that. Read a bloody statement.
It looks all right on the page.
They told her not to bother to go to the cops because there weren't going to be any of us left.
I don't know.
They uttered the threat the night before they blew us up. You can't get a better connection than that.
Yeah, but how good is she? I mean, once she's in the court, will she stand up or go to water?
You've read it. She's tough.
Look, the poor little cow's got to go through 2 separate trials, the rape and the bombing. They'll be out to destroy her, mate, any way they can.
You're a ray of bloody sunshine, Jimmy.
Well, you wanted a legal opinion, you got it. Don't do it. Keep him under wraps until you got him, then run an identification parade.
You want to call it quits?
I think you better take a look at this.
Nick, what about it?
We executed 9 warrants for absconding on him in 4 years.
So he doesn't like home?
From the time he was 10 until he was 14. 9.
His mother must have been a terrible cook.
His father was sexually abusing him. Didn't come out till he hit Tirana.
Hang on. Was there a conviction?
No, but do you think a little kid's going to care about that?
Yeah, well, that's all history. He's a big boy now, huh?
Exactly. 9 times we picked him up and gave him back to Daddy. That's as powerful a reason to hate the uniform as you could get.
There you go, boss. What about him? Did he deserve one?
No, bugger him.
Get stuffed up bloody earned this.
Any joy?
Just a pocket full of bad news like everything else lately.
Here you go, mate.
There's no doubt about it. That photo fits an albatross around your neck.
No, you don't have to tell me. Has he got that through his head now?
Yeah, you had to prise his fingers off it one at a time, though. Now, what's this in aid of?
A bit of a send-off for Don Finlay from the rape squad.
Good idea.
So we can only use the photo fit for our own information.
Are you telling me we put Kelly through all that for nothing?
No, it identifies him to us, plus it's an invaluable piece of evidence for the court as long as we don't blow it.
Aren't you supposed to be somewhere?
Well, my daughter's a netball friend. I better get going.
What's this?
Nothing. We've just got someone to check out there.
Oh, yeah? Since when have you kept yourselves this nice?
Place to keep a clear head, mate. Closing the doors. They're moving.
Good.
John, they're ready to move, mate.
About bloody time.
I've got the call.
Righto, we'll cover.
You better give that back.
Oh, no, no.
Hey, can I drive?
Come on, get in the wedge, you. Come on. Belts on, everybody. Everybody in?
It's a great little squad. Don't get anything like their fair share of resources. I'll give it a rest, Don. Bloody transferred. You're leaving.
Best bunch of coppers I've ever worked with.
You said that when you left the fraud squad.
Fraud squad? Couldn't hold the candles of this team. Look what they gave me.
You miserable bugger. How long have you been sitting on that? Hey, Blue. Rip it up.
Cheers, good on you, mate.
Get him down here.
Right, boys, leave two. So, you about ready to give us a song?
Oh, no fair. Not lubricated enough for that
He's
yet.
drank about a gallon of that. Is he paying for his share or what?
You reckon he gave it to you, mate?
Bullshit.
Watch it, Sergeant. You might find yourself replacing Donnie in the rape squad.
Well, they won't have me there, mate. I'd get off on reading the reports too much, wouldn't I, Margie? Yeah. Dirty old man. Hey, boss, you back early?
Hey, Lockie.
Are you? The description.
I thought you had family commitments. You okay?
No. Blazzo's just been in and checked. Keep you posted. If he doesn't fucking shut up about surveillance techniques, I'm gonna deck him.
So what'd you get?
Whatever they had that was ready to go. Who wants the fish fillet?
No.
Anything happened while I was gone?
No.
Look, Betty, it's the best calamari joint in town. You're not a vegetarian, are you?
Yes, I am actually.
Oh, right. Well, listen, you've had a few slurps in there, so maybe I'll do the driving. What do you reckon?
I'll think about it.
Huh?
Pissing off.
How are they doing out there?
We're still sitting off. Nick and Wheels and Jono are still hanging around, okay?
Take care.
Come on, Donny. You're going down to admin to be a cut lunch copper, 9 to 5.
46, I'm the type of a bit of real life. Now, come on, Jimmy, I've been waiting all night.
What?
Get up there. Come on, Jimmy.
Reputation procedure,
Give us
mate.
one. Come on. Shh.
Oh, Danny boy, the pipes are calling. From glen to glen and down the mountainside. The summer's gone and all the leaves are falling. It's you, must go and I must try. But coming back when summer's in the meadows. And white with snow. And I'll be here in sunshine or in shadow. Oh, Danny boy, I love you so.
Take him home before he changes his mind. Yeah, get to all these kiss-ups. Bloody hell, you come and jock.
No, I've got too many things to do.
Jock, you'll be growing cobwebs. Come on. I think we better find him a woman.
Oh, stuff him, you can find me one.
Come on. You're off there, boss.
And girls.
Come on, give it a go. You're all over 21.
Here they come.
What are they doing?
Talking. Looks like they're trying to work out what to do. Shit! They split up. Where is he?
Who?
Lenny.
I've got Nick.
Johnny, you got the eyeball?
Yep, I can see them both.
Got him. Jeez, where the bloody hell's he going? His car's the other way.
Let's go for Lenny.
No. Nick, go for Nick.
Oh, jeez.
He's only having a perv.
Oh, no, he's not.
Oh, come on, Megan, let's go for Lenny.
No, Nick.
Got him.
Jono, you take Lenny.
Will do. He's just gone into that Chinese.
Right. It's coming this way.
Excuse me, sir, is this your vehicle? Inspector Brennan. Sorry, sir, I didn't recognise you.
You all right?
You're not planning to drive, are you, sir?
Does it look like it?
Why don't I get you a taxi?
Haven't you got something better to do?
No, sir. Won't be any trouble.
City West 211 calling D24. I'd like to make a special request for a taxi to attend corner of Spring and Collins, City. The pickup is a Mr. Brennan.
Won't be long, sir.
We're in Jasmine Street.
Hang on. Number 40?
Could be.
That 3 buys his dope. You're in for a long session.
Should have gone for Lenny.
Don't you dare. We're out.
Why don't I just go and tell them that?
What's the problem?
No problem.
Where are you carting him off to now?
Nowhere.
That's very sweet of you. You needn't have bothered. Sometime between the hours of daylight and dusk would have been fine.
Nice, isn't that? The legal department think forensics very solid.
Good. Coffee?
Seem to think it's the key, if and when we ever find them.
Very black. Very strong.
You want to wake him up? He'll talk all night.
They think your continuity of evidence is impeccable.
Who?
The legal.
Oh.
Thought you'd like to know.
Yep, I would at almost any other time.
Where's your little girl?
In the bloody kennel. Where do you think?
They grow up.
So, what did he say?
Waste of resources having 3 people in one vehicle.
We could only get one.
One vehicle, one head.
Look, the only reason you're here is because you're the only face we've got they don't recognise, okay?
Oh, no. So what purpose do you two serve?
I need to take a piss.
You know, you're a very tense woman.
I wasn't until you touched me.
Sorry about your computer. Well, whoever wrote those commands...
You, dickhead.
Wilton Street. This is it.
You sure?
That's the address he gave in his statement, 21 Wilton.
You better drive.
Where the fuck have you been?
Having a drink, having a smoke.
Did you score any for me?
Maybe. Yeah, I'll be in a minute. I'll roll you one.
Beauty. Well, that was a waste of a night.
Should have gone for Lenny.
bloody awful. Good send-off for Don?
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't make it myself. We've been flat out this last week.
Right, we've been watching you on the telly.
Could I have something for you in a couple of days?
Well, I think we've wrapped up our interest in the matter, sir. Our information is that the Preston girl was killed by her dealer, Romain, and the other two are unrelated. Where'd you get that from? Drug squad.
And why the hell could they give that to you and not us?
Didn't you tell him your wife was in the drug squad?
Bastard never asked me.